We are learning more about the damage from a tornado that struck the Wiregrass. People waking up to structure damage to their homes, vehicles, and trees scattered across their yard. The tornado touching down in Dale County and Mabson, where the structure is completely leaning from the strong winds that we saw early in the morning. Dale County EMA Director James Henderson, he tells WDHN News that County Road 33 and North County Road 59, they seem to be the hardest hit areas, as well as County Road 20. You can just see the trees completely leaning all the way to the left there from those winds. They're also scattered across all the yards out there along County Road 20 as the trees and the soil, with the soil being saturated the way it was, wet from all the rain, it makes it easier for giant pine trees to just topple over with ease. And when you're talking about trees falling during tornadoes, generally trees, they tend to uproot more than breaking off during wind events, although poor structure in the crown will result in limb breakage. Now, this is a car that was just completely under one of the trees, and not only that, it was 3 cars parked in a driveway that are completely affected by this one tree toppling over. You can see how it's on top of one truck and another really nice car, but underneath all those limbs, you can see the outskirts of another car that is just damaged there. We were talking to the resident, and he was telling us about how he was wanting to make sure the insurance company came to see. Now, anytime you're dealing with weather strikes, it brings the danger of power lines falling down, which in this case, in this instance, it's important to remember circuits do not always turn off. When a power line falls into a tree or onto the ground, reloaders automatically try to reset circuits and restore power when it's interrupted. Even if electric lines are not sparking or humming, fallen electric lines can electrocute you if you do touch them or the ground nearby. So make sure that you're staying careful with that especially. Now, repairs were already underway when we went out to Mabson there this morning, and on County Road 20, you see where one power line fell. They have a new one standing already right next to the one that was on the ground. And residents reporting that the Peay River officials, they were there around 10, just making sure that everyone's power and electricity was back up and running as fast as possible. And while some might have power back, others are waiting for their cable to be restored. Now, of course, residents of taking the means to go ahead and start clearing out their yards if they have the proper equipment. You can see here when you have the heavy machinery, it makes it a little easier.